Hello friendos, my name is Nez, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the currently revealed operators for Arknights Endfield. We'll give our first impressions, we'll read their bios, we'll judge their initial designs. The technical tests for Endfield will take place starting this weekend, so if there's any new information that comes out of that, it won't be included here. So, we've got the Endministrator, the player character in Endfield, the Administrator of Endfield Industries. Rumor claimed that the Endministrator showed up on multiple occasions whenever a crisis hits Endfield Industries or Talos 2, creating many legends and stories. The Endministrator remains an enigma to various factions on Talos 2. They are well aware that Endfield has a very special trump card in their hand, but that is all they know. So straight up, Endfield is already so much different compared to regular Arknights because we now have a player character with their own face, no longer hiding underneath the Doctor's mask. Personally, I think the Doctor was something special to Arknights. It was a design in which many people could create their own original characters out of because of how flexible the Doctor's design was. I feel that the Endministrator has a very marketable approach to its design. Not gonna lie, they're kinda young, and they're supposed to be the so-called administrator of the entire thing. They're a bit young for my taste. I always imagined the leader of an operation to be maybe a bit older. So judging the female administrator, I think her design's okay. We have the classic Arknights look of the layer beneath, and then we have the jacket as the layer on top. It's classic Arknights, but it's got that future flair that we'll see many that the Endfield operators all have. There's been a lot of discourse with how the Endfield operators have been designed. Some people, like myself, would even go as far to say that they don't feel like Arknights. So far, the female character and the male character actually have a very noticeable size difference. The female character compared to the male one, her height stops around here, so the male character is actually kinda tall. Personally, I find that kinda weird. If you're gonna make them tall, make them both tall. If you're gonna make them short kings and short queens, make them both short. The fact that they're different sizes is kinda weird for me. But I don't know, maybe they might have character customization, but it doesn't seem like it. Arknights is very well known for its skins. How customizable the characters would be, that's the spectrum we don't know yet. So just looking from the design, it's still keeping the black and yellow color scheme that we saw from the original Endfield teasers. At least the Doctor, the Endmin. I'm never gonna get used to saying Endmin. It sounds weird, it sounds wrong. Apparently Endmin is an English localization only thing. In other languages, they just call them the admin. So that's a female character. She's wearing a turtleneck and she has this thing. It's a science doohickey. We'll see a lot of these on the Endfield designs. They just have a bunch of futuristic science gizmos and doodads on their costumes. This is probably gonna be their PRTS. It looks like the PRTS. It's a watch that looks like it has the classic Arknights UI. So we got this science doohickey right there. Don't know what that is. It's blue, it has blue lights, that's all we know. And I'm loving that there are textures on their jacket. It's kind of like a skirt in a way. And then tights, of course, we got them tights. So, we got the male character design. It's very similar to the female one, except he's just taller, he's wearing the same things, he's got that turtleneck, got that jacket, we got a better look at this science doohickey thing. What is this? Is that like a compass or some sort? We still don't know. His face is, it's pretty Kirito, not gonna lie. And then we got their mask. I'm wondering, when we get different kinds of skins, we could also get different masks. We don't really know much about the Endmin from all of the promo materials, but from Lone Trail, we've started to get hints about an arc, and there needing to be an organization that unites Terra in order to build a quote-unquote arc, and countries would all be trying to vie for power to become the quote-unquote administrator of that arc. Maybe because the administrator is only an English localized thing, that it doesn't fit one-to-one with what was in Lone Trail. But the term administrator itself is very important, so we already got some very concrete teases from that. So, we got Perlica, we got the new daughter of Endfield. People have grown used to the gray skies of Talos 2 and certain sites are remembered no longer. What about you, Endministrator? Perlica is the supervisor of Endfield Industries in charge of directing various operations according to plans of the Endfield leadership. She's capable of responding to various crises in a calm and decisive manner. However, Endfield often faces challenges that go beyond their expectations. Perlica often has to move from base to base, doing whatever she can to maintain order and keep things running. So off the bat, Perlica has that classic Arknights look. It's definitely reminiscent of Amiya. Amiya has that sleeveless top plus miniskirt and tights plus her big jacket. This is sort of a reverse Amiya where she has a one-piece dress and a smaller jacket on top. In the original teaser images for Endfield, we weren't sure what Perlica's race was. We thought she was a bird girl. Judging from her ears now, maybe she might actually be a cat girl, a feline, or, you know, she might be a chimera just like Amiya. Who knows? Who knows how much chimera tech has actually developed from Lone Trail all the way up to Endfield. But anyway, so we got an Endfield badge inside of her jacket. There's a number 8 on top of the Endfield badge. So there are at least 7 more people with this Endfield badge. And I don't see this badge being worn by any of the other operators being shown here. So maybe there's 7 other people that are above Perlica in the chain of command of Endfield. So far, judging from this design, it's very safe. It is definitely designed to elicit a familiar response. Judging from her personality, which we only know very little of aside from the stickers that they dropped today. They dropped some stickers showing off the personalities of Perlica and Chen. Perlica's more like Rei than she is Asuka, if you get my drift. She has this thing. She has this, what is that? It's a doohickey. Once again, another science doohickey on these characters. She has this thing on her shoulder, don't know what that's for. She has a little tiny notebook. Paper is still useful technology that they use. So yeah, it's a pretty okay design. I don't have too much to say about it. We saw her bracelet glow in the teaser trailer. We don't know what that's for yet. Maybe it's for activating ultimates. Maybe it's an neuropathy monitoring device. But it doesn't look like the one that we know, which we'll see later on Angelina. Not much to say about Perlica. We'll probably learn more about her. Moving on from Perlica, we have Wulfgard, Landbreaker. I know that strength isn't everything, but in Talos 2 you can't live without it. As a young mercenary living in the fringes of civilization, Wulfgard is very familiar with the darkest aspects of humanity. Years of vagabond life also gave him a maturity that goes far beyond his age. A former member of the Landbreaker clan known as the Pack, Wulfgard can be a reliable and trustworthy friend, if you can earn his trust. However, that is no easy feat. So, Wulfgard. I have a lot of thoughts about Wulfgard, most of them not positive. I think Wulfgard is the worst designed character that they've revealed so far. I just think he radiates so much basic bitch isekai protagonist energy. Oh, he's a mercenary, but he has a heart of gold. And his name is Wulfgard because he's a lupo and he's a guard. Wow. Really? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this character, not gonna lie. Some people find him hot. I don't find him hot. I think he's basic. He's got that Kagura Bachi face, having so much like Kagura Bachi energy. I was the one that posted this meme. You think Wulfgard is the best manly character so far? Really? 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 Be serious, chat. Be serious. So Wulfgard, I'm not really a fan of his design. The edgy warrior in black with a heart of gold is a very overdone archetype. He's a marketable male fuckboy. You need at least one of these for the basic bitches. And then maybe later on, we could have our copium that will get more and more of the classic Arknights male characters that we've come to know and love. The old men, the big Bara furries, the Eldritch Shotas, all of those kinds of unique looking characters. But for now, we have, you know, Wulfgard. He's a wolf boy. He's got a lot of knives. That's how you know that he's deadly. He's got 1, 2, 3 knives and he's holding another knife right there. So he's got a lot of scars. That means he's tough. That means he got into a lot of fights. Yeah, because character design. And we saw in the teaser trailer, we saw that his ultimate involves him putting on this wolf mask. He's gonna be Batman. He's gonna be Talos 2 Batman. I don't know if he's wearing a jacket. He's wearing a, what is that? Is that a short sleeve? Okay, dude. It's a short sleeve jacket. I don't know about the fashion in the future, but okay, dude. Yeah, some people are gonna love him. I guess there are 200 plus characters in Arknights. I'm not a fan of all of them. If someone's a fan of this, all the power to them. I'm not a fan.